episode of the Mr. Phil Show. Last week we filmed our Christmas episode. So this is our post-Christmas episodes. We have 2 that we're going to be doing. And then we're going to be taking a bit of a break. And we'll come back with season 24. Can you imagine? Mr. Phil has been on the air for 24 seasons. It's like crazy. I don't think there's another TV show out there that can say they've been, at least an entertainment show like this, that's been out there that long. If you have been, I challenge you to email me because I'm still waiting for emails from people. And I haven't gotten any. You know, I've been here for 3 years. I haven't gotten one email. So I'm challenging you. Find that show that's been on longer than our show and send it to me, and I will read it on the air. So while I'm saying that, let me introduce to you the man of the hour, the one that's going to be here for 24 years, and when we start back up again in February. My best friend, and hopefully he's yours, it's Mr. Phil. Hey, Mr. Phil.
Hey there.
This table's a little too close today, so let's get it away. How you doing? So, in case you can't hear Phil too well, we were out partying last night, and he decided he was going to keep up with us youngins, and he screamed his head off. I was going to use another part of the body, but it's PBS, not PBS, but it's public access. So
Right.
We better be nice.
Yeah.
So how you feeling?
Oh, man.
After last night, how you feeling?
Yeah.
Well, Phil doesn't drink, first of all. He just lets himself go wild like I do.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a good time.
Oh, yeah. When I did those screaming songs.
Screaming. So he likes to do, it's Christmas, and my little Jew friend here.
Yeah.
Aw. He likes to do his Christmas songs.
Right.
And a lot of Christmas songs, actually, people don't realize, were written by Jewish men.
Yes.
Right. So, and that's a lot of fun for people. They don't realize that.
Yeah.
But Christmas time is a lot of fun no matter what religion you are.
Oh, yes,
It's
it
just
is.
because we have a lot of fun.
Like,
Lot of
for
parties.
instance, doing the Chipmunk song.
Oh,
You jumped out of your seat.
He decided to do the Chipmunk song. Imagine the Chipmunk song. He tried to do the Chipmunk song in a Chipmunk voice and a Mr. Phil voice. It was hysterical. So the reason we were out partying last night is my dad passed a little over 3 years ago. And yesterday would have been his 75th birthday. I have taken the stance of not feeling bad on that day, but celebrating as my dad would have loved to do.
Right.
And we go out, and I get all my friends together, and we'll go to whatever bar we happen to be hanging out in for doing our karaoke. 10 o'clock, I got the mic. It was my turn to sing. And I have everybody in the bar raise a glass
That's
to Barry
right.
Lent, and we toast him.
Okay.
My dad was a drinker. He loved his whiskey. He loved his beer. And you know what? He died with a glass in his hand, okay? So we raise a glass, and we
Right.
say cheers, and I'll sing a great song or whatever,
And I
something
said,
he likes.
L'chaim.
And yes, Phil gives him a l'chaim, and I always tease him,
To
and get the
life.
in there,
To life.
To life, yes, long-lasting life, which
Well, it just so happens that next year, December 20th, falls on a Friday.
we'll have to do, that'll
Will
be
be.
76. Yes. My dad kept telling people, I was telling you earlier,
Yes.
he kept telling people when he was alive, he was going to
Right.
live to 120.
Mm-hmm.
So when he died, everybody, my family, friends, everybody said, we were robbed of 50 years. Well, I'm not letting that 50 years go by without celebrating it.
Yeah.
Means I have to be 100 years old before I would
Right.
stop, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So, we're going to just keep that going. And if I
But
have
next year,
if I have
we
to have
say-
Sophia continue her
Oh, yeah, she
great-grandpa's
will.
birthday, and I know she will,
But next year, the celebration takes place.
we'll have it here.
Here.
That's right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was also a good friend of mine, of ours, a friend of the show, Lou Maas, his mother's birthday yesterday, which we just happened to realize when we were talking.
Yes.
His mother would have been, if she was alive, she would have been 93 years old. So him and I did some personal toasts to
Wow.
our parents.
And the 29th, next week, my mother it's her birthday. She would have been 101.
101. Oh, my
So
goodness.
we got
Wow. Okay. I mean, it's just amazing, when you think of it. But the way technology is going these days, we may actually hit that mark.
Oh, yeah.
There are quite a few people in the United States at this point in time that are well over 100.
Right.
Don't remember the exact number, but I was
Right.
reading it the other day, and there's quite a few.
Yeah.
I was really surprised. It was, I think, more than 50.
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
Yeah. So the 29th, that's a week from Saturday.
A week from Saturday. Well, we're just going to have to celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
We went out. We had a good time last night. Phil was dancing. I was dancing. We just got a little wild and crazy on the floor. We went to the Switch Inn in Middletown. Shout out to the Switch Inn. We go there all the time. Do karaoke on Thursday nights and Saturday nights. Marc Satz, the DJ, great guy. Jess and Rhonda, they're the gosh, what am I going to say? I'm not going to say barmaids because that's terrible.
Yeah.
But they stand behind the bar. They mix all our drinks. They do everything perfect, and they even keep out whatever trouble's going on.
Right.
And even Ron was there last night. Ron and Rhonda own the bar. They were there last night, so we had a great time. And it was off the wall, and we were out till after 2:00.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, he had to go home. I was like, come on. He said he was going to go home, then he stayed another half hour.
Right.
Mr. Phil was at a party.
Oh, yeah. And the night before, we had a great time at TGIF.
Yes, the night before, we also go to TGIF, which is Fridays, and our friend Baron Jones. He's a young man who's really rising up in the karaoke community, and he does it every other Wednesday at TGIF Fridays in Middletown, every other Wednesday.
Right.
So this past Wednesday was there, and it's a lot of fun because my son and his fiance have
Oh,
been
yeah.
joining us every week now. That he's not living with me anymore, but we have a standing date every other Wednesday, so it's a lot of fun.
I call them, this family, like the Von Trapp family.
Well, my
Frost
son
fan.
sings as well. Yeah, he gets up and he sings, and it was really nice. He's been joining me. I'll get up and I'll do the Eagles Hotel California.
Right.
Somebody asked me to do it last week. I think it was Baron that asked me to do it.
Yeah.
And John came running up. Wait, give me a mic. I'm going to sing with you, Mom. So we did it. It was great. We did it again last night, and we took turns on the verses. It just sounded really good.
Right.
So it only makes sense that mother and son's voices would blend, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we had a good time.
Right.
We had a good
And this has been an exciting week
Yeah.
for our folks on this show, for our kids
Yeah.
that have been working with us.
Mm-hmm.
First, Lauren Luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was with her church choir, and she was on Good Morning America.
Yeah. And
Or
shout
the
out
Today
to
Show.
Lauren.
Today
Great
Show.
job.
Yeah, on NBC.
Yeah. And that was with her church choir, you said?
Yes.
Wow. That's outstanding.
Yeah.
Major TV.
Yes. And her mother was on there too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And then last week, I was mentioning we did our Christmas show,
Yes.
and our guest Penny.
Yeah, Penny Sierra.
Sierra was here.
She won.
Well, she was 4th place.
Yeah.
And they featured her on the News 12 News.
Right, she
which is
made
the
it to the
local
top.
news. Yeah.
And
she
I
made it all
think
the way to the top.
the reason she made it to the top is because of us.
Maybe. I mean, let's not be too, don't want to take too much credit.
Wow.
But no, she came on our show and she did a couple of songs for Christmas, and we turned around a couple days later and here she is all over the news. It was great.
Right.
It was very nice, very fulfilling for us to see one of
Oh,
our
she's been doing
talented people.
she's been doing shows all over the place, and I've been going to them. And then one of them, they had me get up and sing.
Oh gosh.
Had me do White Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that for the white in your hair that's coming around? Yeah, it might be. I mean, a little white coming in the top there, Phil.
Yeah. And then I also went to see Gene last night.
Gene
Francarelli.
Our friend Gene.
And
And his
I
open
did,
mics.
a couple of Christmas songs there.
Of course.
And for the first time in a long time, I even got somebody for our show.
Again? Wow, okay.
That doesn't happen too often there.
Not lately.
Not lately,
we
but
kind of run
boom.
dry on that, but
you know, this guy, and he handed me a CD of him singing. The
Wonderful.
card, boom.
So we'll be having him on shortly when we come back for our 24th season.
Right.
Unbelievable, 24
And
years.
last week when I went to that party from Don Oreo,
Don Oriolo had
we
a
got some
huge
big,
party.
major stuff coming on here
That's great.
that you're going to find out about. Major stuff.
Yeah, we're not
They
gonna-
came up to me
Yeah.
and said they want to be on our show.
And we're not going to open the bag just yet because we want to make sure everything settles in. We really have it coming
Right,
before we start, telling you about the plans.
right. But it looks good, though.
We've got a great calendar coming up.
Oh, yeah. That's season 24. Imagine what that's going to be like.
It should be a lot of fun. I was telling my husband, 2018 was an okay year. We're going to let it go out quiet. 2019 so far is gearing up to be a really, really good year, right from the
Right.
jump. So we're hoping it's going to be just a happy, wonderful 2019.
Right.
So we're going to
hard
have
to
to hopefully
believe.
reflect that here.
Season 24.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. We'll see if we make it to season 25. And I put out a challenge. Did you hear me? I put out a challenge to people that they're watching our show. If they know of another show that's been around, it's our style show, for longer than yours, I want them to email me.
Right.
And we'll mention it. We're going to put it on the air. I don't think I'm going to get any emails.
Right.
So what do you think?
The only show was Joe Franklin.
A local, but it's a local radio show.
Right.
Well, was he syndicated?
He was New York City.
Okay, so it's
He
not
was,
The Simpsons. See, my husband, the producer here, he just came in. The Simpsons 30 years. But, honey, that's a cartoon. We're talking about real people and them putting fresh talent on. So, okay. Mr. Brainiac, he does this to me all the time. You don't know what it's like living with a man. But always having to correct me. He come out here and he comes all the way out. He comes all the way out to the camera where you can't see him to tell me it's a Simpsons been on 30 years.
well, listen, could you imagine them making cartoons out of us?
Yeah, but you know Bart is an anagram for brat. Right. You know who my big brat is?
Who?
You. You're my Bart.
Yeah.
I'm probably yours too, but that's okay. So, all right. So they've been there a little bit, but
mean-
that's a cartoon.
Yes.
We could, with Don Oriolo, we could become a cartoon
Yeah, right.
because he draws Felix the cat and he does all that stuff. Maybe we could get him to draw a Mr. Phil and Miss Mary cartoon.
Yeah, right.
That would be hysterical.
Oh, that would be,
Don, there's a challenge for you, okay?
yeah. Like the other day, you're always coming up with something on Facebook about the cereal. The thing is just
Right.
sitting home on a Saturday morning eating cereal, watching cartoons.
Right. Anybody that's got Facebook, if you saw that post, it was like, does anybody remember sitting home on a Saturday morning, eating your favorite cereal, watching cartoons? And a lot of people responded to that. Mine was Frosted Flakes. I
Yes.
loved Frosted Flakes. I ate 2 or 3 bowls of them.
Yeah, mine was Frosted Flakes and Sugar Pops.
Sugar Pops.
Oh, I loved them.
Yeah. Yeah, those were good.
Yeah.
I used to eat them like plain by the handful out of the box.
What, Sugar Pops?
Sugar Pops.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah, that was good stuff. It's kind of like popcorn, but without the flaky, whatever. It was good, but it was sweet.
Yeah, I remember Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger, they're great.
Oh, you remember that?
Of course I do. I was so sad when that man died that did the voice.
Yeah, right. you know,
Yeah.
all Frosted Flakes were Kellogg's
Excuse
corn.
me. We've all had colds lately, so I need to take a sip of water. Go ahead.
All Frosted Flakes was corn flakes with sugar.
Oh, yeah. Corn flakes tossed in corn syrup. Yeah, but man, that's good.
Do you realize something though? They made corn flakes and put sugar on it. They never put sugar on Wheaties.
Yeah, I don't know if they would have been the same thing, I don't know, but I used to like Wheaties too, though.
Yeah.
I'm one of those strange individuals that likes health food and thinks it tastes good. A lot of people go, ooh.
Right. I had the unusual cereals, the puffed rice.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I love that. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that?
Well, yep. People will remember. Yeah, the puffed rice. Yeah, absolutely. So tonight we're talking about all kinds of happy stuff.
Yes.
And we celebrate my dad's birthday, and he would have wanted all of us to be happy and not upset and sad because he was gone.
Right.
So since you can't sing tonight,
Yeah.
I figured I'd get up, and I'm going to do a song. We've been bringing in some older songs, but great tunes from, gosh, I remember them from my grandparents and that kind of thing. I'm going to do When You're Smiling.
Okay.
So I'm going to come over there.
And, let's put it this way. Right now, when I look at you, you know why I'm smiling? I'm thinking about something.
Oh, well, we're still on baby watch. We have 6 weeks left. Sophia should be here within 6 weeks.
Yes.
If Grandma has anything to say about it, I'm saying 4. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right.
Yes.
Everybody's, I'm sure, got a different opinion,
Yes.
but we'll see. So,
And Sandy already said, you're already a big baby. She says, I can imagine you and Sophia.
I don't know who we're going to have to get off the floor from a tantrum first. So anyway, let me go up. I'm going to do this song, and it's an honor. My dad's memory, because he wanted everybody to be smiling and happy and not sad when he was gone.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're doing.
Right.
And we want to bring this year out with smiling, happy stuff.
Yes.
All right. So let me go over there and do that, and we'll introduce our guest.
Okay. Okay. Here's Mary.
All right. You just got to give me a second to get the microphone over to here. All right. Okay. All right. So this is, oh, that's the wrong one. He's put up Tootsie Goodbye. Uh-oh. Tootsie Goodbye? No, we're trying to do something else. We're not saying goodbye. There we go. I got it. Do a little soft shoe tonight, everything. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. When you're crying, you bring in the rain. We're subsiding. Be happy again. Keep on smiling, 'cause we're smiling. The whole world smiles with you. Grandfather used to always dance with me all the time as a Daddy, I love you. I know you're watching us. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you bring in the rain. So stop sighing, be happy again. 'Cause you're smiling. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. There we go. cheesy little performance.
All right, great. Yeah, great job. Wow. Yeah. Yes. Oh, you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm getting a hint from our guest over here.
Yeah, great.
Excuse me. Like I said, we've all had colds, so I've been drinking water. Now, okay. Now our guest, Marc Satz, was on our telethon for the first time. That was his first appearance for the station.
Right.
And now this is his first appearance. Come on over, Mark.
He was also on the Christmas.
He was on the Christmas show.
Doing Hanukkah.
Doing the Hanukkah portion. That's right. And this is his first official show for the Mr. Phil Show.
I thank you, and you're two of my favorite people, and I thank you for the opportunities.
Oh, great. Thank you. We like to hear that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We try to be fun.
And folks, hopefully pretty soon you won't have to listen to the same music that we've been doing for the last few years.
That's
Over
right.
and over
We're
again.
hoping.
Because Mark is trying to give us songs that we could record.
I just sent a new one over for you yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Via Mr. Phil.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll have to give you my my Facebook or my email.
Okay,
And
email.
You can send it over
Yeah,
or
so-
via Messenger or something like that.
You got it.
Right.
That'd be wonderful. Yeah, so we're going to have some new original material. And this man here is going to be the one that's going to be back behind it.
I thank
right.
you.
That'd be great. So, and we're going to be lucky enough tonight to hear some of your original material.
Thank you very much.
Like we do on all our shows is always original material.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always a lot of fun.
Okay, so how'd you get started in all this?
Okay, thank you. Well, actually, I guess it's in my blood because I have relatives who were on Broadway, off Broadway, and in Hollywood. And,
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
so
You want to throw some names
no,
around?
well, I guess so. Well, the one that you're not going to be familiar with, a guy named Ludwig Satz, last name as me,
Right.
and he was off Broadway, and then there was another person off Broadway, but then he went on Broadway, then he went on to Hollywood, then he went on to TV, and his name's Leo Fuchs. And
That name sounds
It does
familiar.
sound familiar.
Mhm,
Yes.
yeah. And he made a movie with Gene Wilder and Harrison Ford called The Frisco Kid.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yes. Yes, definitely.
Right, yeah.
And then towards the end of Sanford and Son, he was a regular on Red Fox's show, Sanford and Son. He was his neighbor,
Wow.
He was the neighbor. Which neighbor was he?
the Jewish guy.
I'm trying to remember. I used to love that show. My dad and I, I'll go back to my dad again, but my dad and I used to sit and watch that show, and we were hysterical with that
Oh,
show
it was
all the
great.
time, you know.
He was the Afro-American Archie Bunker. you know?
Yes,
I mean,
he
uh,
was.
he
And
did-
that was the other show.
counterparts.
My dad loved that one, too.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know.
Absolutely.
And then finally, you're all going to remember this because this will fall more into our age bracket. Okay, Paul Winchell, the ventriloquist.
Oh, I
yes,
remember him.
Yes.
Winchell
Sure.
Mahoney time.
And Knuckleheads.
right.
Knucklehead
Exactly.
Smith.
Yes, and he did
And the fun,
Tigger.
right? He did the voice of Tigger, and he also did a commercial called "Scrubbing Bubbles." You know, so-
They were just swirling down the drain.
right, exactly right. But the funny thing is that after show business, he went on to invent the first artificial heart.
Wow.
You know, not one that could
Unbelievable.
fit inside the body, but a bedside one.
Something that was, oh, wow.
Really, you know, I couldn't believe that. So
That's
he's
really
sort of like a Renaissance
unbelievable.
kind of guy.
Wow. So where does music fit in, or you just have the whole show business gene?
Well, you know, on my father's side, the music came through because the Broadway people were singers. Paul Winchell did some records too, but he was also a constant guest on the Lucy show, After I Love Lucy.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
And
yes.
he did some songs on there too, and the lyrics that comes from my mother's side because she used to write poetry.
Oh,
So it
wow.
came
So
together.
you've got it all at once.
I hope so, but you know,
That's what we're hoping for our granddaughter, too, because, you know, my husband and I are so into music.
Oh,
And
great.
so is her dad. And, you know.
Yeah, you know, it carries on. I mean, unfortunately, my two sons didn't inherit the music from me, but it looks like my grandkids might have.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm giving them lessons now.
Absolutely. Any influence that you can give them
Mm-hmm.
while you're still here to be with them, something they're going to carry on forever.
Thank you. I hope so.
That's
you know.
wonderful. That's wonderful.
But anyway, just briefly getting back, I had close calls to get into the big time music business.
Okay.
And, you know, I mean, my biggest close call was through Harvey Weinstein's brother, Bob Weinstein, who worked at the time at BMI Manhattan, which is like an international publishing house.
Okay.
And one of the songs which I'm going to do tonight is he paid for me to go into a studio and do a demo, and he was going to send it to this band under Apple Records, which was the Beatles record company, right?
Yes.
And the band was called Badfinger.
I remember that. Okay, yeah.
They did that song, "If You Want It, Here It Is, Come and Get It," right?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Right, exactly. But you know, the leader of Badfinger, a guy named Peter Ham, he died from a drug overdose. So one of the guys who were left wanted to do a solo album, and Bob Weinstein wanted to give him my song.
Oh, wow.
But the album never materialized, and it was dropped. And I sort of became disenchanted with the business, so I became a music therapist, and I worked with special ed kids for 30
wow.
years.
Wow, that must have been a very fulfilling career, though.
Well, no, it was, you know, but I mean, I still would like to be in a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, you know, I mean, who doesn't? I mean, when we're performers, it's just like, you know, that's the big time. We're
I
all
know.
looking to make it, and it doesn't matter how old we are.
No, it's true. I mean, I'm looking at my retirement sort of like, you know what, now you have the time to do what you never had the time to do.
Exactly.
Right, I know
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So you know what, it's sort of like we're able to be a teenager again, but with a license to goof
Yes.
off.
Yes. You know what? That's exactly what Phil keeps telling me all the time. I'm a teeny bopper. Well,
There
you
you
know
go.
what? Because I raised my kids 1st, and now it's
Yeah.
my turn.
There you go.
You
right.
know, I can be the kid. I can go out and party and
Oh, she
jump off
does.
the walls.
Well,
and-
no, that's what I'm saying, you know. So, I mean, we could be adolescents again before we regress to being
Babies
something less,
again,
right?
yes, oh,
Exactly,
yes.
right? So, you know.
yeah.
But that's the situation, and you know, I
great.
mean, I've written over 200 songs, okay,
Wow,
including some
okay.
symphonic pieces and ragtime jazz and all kind of things. And
Have you ever had the pleasure of selling one of them?
I had the pleasure of giving them away for no money, just for recognition.
But just
but,
for
you
the
know,
recognition, that's a big deal too, though.
I guess
Because
so.
then you can sit back and go, you know, I did that.
Well, I hopefully I have some things in the works now too, because a local record company signed me up. And,
Great.
Wow.
they're streaming one of my songs now on the internet on all the music providers, and they're about to release a second song January 1st, and they want me to do a third song, which is going to be my first song tonight,
All
but they want
right.
it to be done as a music video with kids because it's a kid song.
Right.
Wow, that's wonderful. What's the name of the first song so people can look it up?
Sure, thank you. Well, the first one, the one that's on the internet
Internet
right now.
now,
Right,
right.
Okay, that's called The Family Way.
Okay, now would that be like Apple Records or something like that? Or,
No, well, the name of the
not
name of this
Apple
company.
Records, I
No,
mean
right, I know. No, the name of this record company is called BAM Records.
BAM Records.
Right, but it's out of Barryville, okay, which
Oh,
is
Right.
right. It's up north a little bit.
exactly right.
Uh-huh.
And you know, I just happened upon them, and you know, by chance, and they liked my stuff, and just we made an informal deal to work together. You know,
Right, right.
and then actually through them, I met you.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, and so you know things sort of like you know blossom out in directions you don't know.
Right, right.
Yeah.
When you meet just the one person, you never know
Mm-hmm.
just how many directions it's going to take you. in.
Exactly right.
That's so
you know.
true,
It's
yeah.
a big gamble, but you know what? We have to stay teenagers so we can be flexible.
Yeah,
That's
right.
just it. We're
Okay.
going to have
Oh,
to have
yeah.
Mark come out and play teenager with us one night.
All right.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
We're
that
out,
sounds-
you know. and
that sounds
that's
great.
not- you got to dance.
No, I don't dance though.
Oh, well,
It's one of my
well-
songs I'm going to do tonight too, called "Dancing, Dancing." But I don't dance.
But you don't
But watch her. This kid she beat 18-year-old street
believe it.
kids from Brooklyn.
I believe it.
I
at a
put them back
place we
down in their
went to.
seats. Yeah.
Absolutely. I
You know,
They got
definitely
tired and said, "How do you do it?"
you know,
It's got to be in you.
It's that years of energy that I had, you know, and hey, it's
It's
coming
time
out.
to resurrect it, you know.
That's
It's just
right.
like, hey, you know, I've been writing songs all my life and music, and you know, because of my job and raising a family, never had a chance to cut loose, and now I could cut loose.
Now all of a sudden it's like, hey, wait a minute. I've got time for this.
Hey, you got it.
Right.
You hit it right on the head. It's exactly it. You know.
Yep. And that's exactly how it happened for me too. So yeah.
No, we have to start like a chapter of a club like the new teenager club or something like
we
that.
go.
You know, the newborn the second chance teenager club. I
Yes,
don't know.
yes, second
You know?
time around.
Right, exactly. You know. But, you know, I mean, I just enjoy the opportunity of being here and being able to be a teenager again. Why not?
That's it. Yeah. Hey, you know,
What about last night? What you sang? Your first song,
my first song.
"Teenager in Love."
Oh yeah, I did. I
all right,
sang.
Dion.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
That's
and
great.
our friend Mark, who's the DJ, of course, he always has some kind of history behind the songs.
Oh, great.
So he actually knew Dion and.
Dion DiMucci, what, from the Bronx, right?
Yeah,
you
yeah, and
know.
he knew the Belmonts and stuff from being up here, and I guess his band. He had a band when he was younger, and they played them and stuff. So you know,
I
it's always
see.
fun to hear little facts.
Sure, of course,
You know,
absolutely.
little facts and little
I
things.
know. I love those songs, Dion, and then also the Everly Brothers. And
Oh, yeah.
wow, you know,
Yeah, and then you got to go with the harmonies and stuff.
it's
I'm one of
great.
those people that I'll listen to a song enough so that I can get down all of the harmonies. I want to know how to do each and every one.
Oh, absolutely, sure. No, there's a science and a math to it, and when it comes out right, it's a work of art. It's like
It's beautiful.
Da Vinci on a wall or a ceiling. I mean, if it sounds right, you're there. That's it.
Absolutely,
You know?
absolutely.
So how many songs you got tonight?
I have 10 songs. One of them is going to be repeated because it's very important, I think, because of the mood of the country today.
Okay, so
Right.
You know, the song is called Variety, and I wrote it. It's a kid's song, and I wrote it for the kids when I was a teacher working with them, and it has to do with everybody getting along despite looking different and speaking different and all that. And
Yeah.
I think this world needs it now more than
Yes.
it did back in the 70s.
Well,
yes.
I appreciate that because it's something that we always put out there to people that
Oh yeah.
everyone has
You
to
heard
get
it on
along.
our Christmas show.
Right, exactly right.
Yes.
Right.
And I even worked out some sign language to go with the song because it is a kid's song, but the you know, the chorus is variety makes the world go round. Variety
Right.
gives us different sound. Variety means that you and me don't have to look the same to be friends.
Right.
And that's the message.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's a great
Okay,
message.
so you might as well.
Thank you.
Why don't we have you go overhead and,
Sure.
and set up?
Okay,
and
thank
we're
you.
going to get ready to go over there and cheer you on.
Great, thank you. I appreciate
And
it.
we're looking forward to getting some songs from you so we can do some more
All right.
original works on this.
I have like 200 songs, and they're just collecting dust.
Oh, well, we don't want to have that happen.
No,
They can't be teenagers again if they're collecting dust.
I mean, then I'm going to end up collecting dust. So I
Yes,
don't
exactly.
need
Well, let's dust you off
Thank
right
you,
now,
okay.
and we're going to send you over there to be a teenager.
I thank you so much.
right.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity. I'll be with you in a minute.
All right. Thank you. Here, I'll take that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Sure thing.
You okay? Yeah, no. You know, sometimes, right, but sometimes us teenagers, well, a war injury can be from raising kids.
Do you see me as a teenager?
Do I see you as a teenager? Yeah, I see you as a teenager. You see me as a teenager.
Oh yeah.
But you know, the people don't look at the people that are not us, that are younger than us, look at us and go, "Oh, that old person." And then when they see us hit the floor, they're like, "Wow, I can't keep up with that energy."
Yes.
And I love that kind of thing. You know,
Right.
it's always so much fun to do that.
Okay.
So Mark's probably gonna have to put his microphone back and stuff because I kind of moved it and took the microphones out of the stand on him.
Oh.
But you know, that's okay.
Yes.
So, well, you know, like I said, when you're happy, and the whole world smiles with you. And
Oh yes.
so we want to do is we want to smile. And I think that Mark's songs are going to be something that's going to make us smile.
Yes, I think so.
Are you all ready?
Okay, here's Mark.
Make you smile. Okay, hold on one second.
I wouldn't wanna watch the same old show all day long on TV. I wouldn't wanna eat the same old meal every night. It's not for me. If everybody dressed the same How could we choose sides to play a game? Variety makes the world around. Variety is a different sound. Variety means that you and me don't have to look the same to be friends. If every neighborhood all looked the same, I couldn't find my way home again. If every single color ceased to be, we couldn't use our eyes to see. There wouldn't be a day and night, no rainbow crayon or traffic lights. Variety makes the world go round. Variety gives different sound. Variety means that you and me don't have to look the same to be friends. Variety makes the world go round. Variety gives us different sound. Variety means that you and me don't have to look the same to be friends. Don't have to look the same to be friends. Don't have to look the same to be friends. Don't have to look the same to be friends. Don't have to look the same to be friends. Don't have to look the same to be friends. Chop, chop, chop. To look the same to be friends. Don't have to look the same to be friends. Remember that. Don't have to look the same to be friends. Don't have to look the same to be friends. Don't have to look the same to be friends. Don't have to look the same to be friends. Cha cha cha. Thank you, thank you. My next song is the one that's being streamed now on the internet. It's called Family Way. Let me readjust the capo. Hold on. Oh. Wait, whoa, it's buzzing. Hold on. Hold everything. Ow. Sounds like a sitar. I feel like Ravi Shankar. Oh, I don't know why. It's my luck. There it is. Okay, this is called the Family Way. Available at your streaming internet stations. I can remember a night in December. It was cold outside, but then again it was a soggy and cold. It's so warm against my lady, I couldn't help but ask if maybe it's love or desire, but can we give it a go? And she said, don't you know that a good time can grow into a family way? Yeah. We're only going steady and I don't think that we're ready for the family way. Yeah. And it's not that I don't love you, but priorities above you stay the family way. Yeah. While she was talking, we became one, to be awakened by the new sun. You see, our feelings were stronger than the mornings that she spoke of that night. And life went on in the same way, but 3 months later on the same day, she got a call from the doctor, and the doctor said the rabbit just died. And she cried, don't you know that a good time can grow into a family way? Yeah. We're only going steady and I don't think that we're ready for a family way. Yeah. And it's not that I don't love you, but priorities above you stand a family way. Yeah. so no, I baby don't, I won't let memories die. Talking about the family way, yeah. Talking about the family way, yeah. We got married shortly after and brought her up on love and laughter. You see, the grass was always greener on the other side, and that satisfied. The future came before we knew it. She took a childhood and I grew it. Going steady with her family, mama sat her down and told her one night. She said the world ain't gonna change, and people always stay the same, and that's why. Don't you know that every time can grow into a family way, yeah. You're only going steady, and I don't think that we're ready for the family way, yeah. And I don't mean you shouldn't love them, but priorities above them stand the family way, yeah. Yeah, yeah, family way, yeah. Yeah, yeah, family way, yeah. Family way, yeah, yeah, family way, yeah, family way, yeah. Okay, the next song is going to be a song which I haven't really heard anybody else out there do it, so I figured I'm gonna give it a try. This is a serious song and it's about AIDS. Okay, and here we go. It's called Love Kills. When I think of all the wondrous things that a true love can bring, makes you see flowers though it's not spring. In silence you still hear birds sing, but I know, yes I know, love kills, so you better be smart. And even though love kills, you can't deny your heart. Sit still so you can learn your part. We've got to take a vow. Stop spreading AIDS now. A cold wind's blowing through the town, since you're no longer around. And I don't know just what you did and who with, but is it worth it now? Love kills, so you be smart. And even though love kills, you can't deny your heart. Sit still so you can learn your part. We've got to take a vow. Stop spreading AIDS now. things that a true love can bring. Makes you see flowers though it's not spring. In silence you still hear birds sing, but I know, yes I know, love kills, so you better be smart. And even though love kills, you can't deny your heart. Sit still so you can learn your part. We've got to take a vow. Stop spreading AIDS now. Stop spreading AIDS now. Stop spreading AIDS now. And I don't know just what you did and who with, but is it worth it now? And I don't know just what you did and who with, but is it worth it now? Stop spreading AIDS now. Stop spreading AIDS now. Yeah. Stop spreading AIDS now. Stop spreading AIDS now. Okay, this is a sort of a fun song. Okay, and believe it or not, I wrote this song a few White Houses ago, but a lot of people say that it applies today, and I'm not going to get into politics, but the name of this song is The Moron Song. Johnny likes his green hair, but it don't go with his purple shoes. Pockets full of plastics, breath will stay strong, they all blues. And Freddie is a moron, got married just to score one night. Woke up in the morning, saw things in a different light. Everybody's someone's moron. Everybody's someone's moron sometimes. Laura's slightly crazy, but she can't help but look at the sun. She thinks the world's a theater, spotlight shines on everyone. And Artie is an artist, so for her what she calls a fool. Pornographic boys dropped out of Sunday school. So
says John Lennon.
Everybody's someone moron. Everybody's someone moron sometimes. Everybody's someone moron. Everybody's someone moron. Everybody's someone's moron. Everybody's someone's moron sometime.
Thank you. Okay, I'd like to skip a song for a second. Okay, I was told that the time's running out, so I'd like to go, let me see, hold on a second. Let's try, wait, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Track 5, okay, and track 5 is a holiday song, but it's about every holiday, okay, and hold on a second, I hope I have it in the right key here. If the guitar's slipping or the CD's slipping, I'm not sure. Okay, this is called New Year's Eve, and it's the 5th song. Okay.
Today is Christmas Day. Next week is New Year's Eve. Tell me, do you believe that the world won't go to war? No one will rob the corner store. Come the day after New Year's Day. 2 days Easter Sunday. Lent's over, now it's here. It's almost half a year, but war headlines still at hand. Starvation in other lands. Whatever happened to all the plans we made on the day after New Year's Day? Almost any holiday seems to have a way to make you forget all the reasons to pretend to have no problems in hand. So raise a glass with a friend who cares. Almost any holiday seems to have a way to make you forget all the things to pretend to have no problems at hand. So raise a glass with a friend who cares. Today's another day. No magic in the air. There's really nothing there but remember the things we said. Now try to act instead of just looking the day after next New Year's Day. The day after next New Year's Day.
Thank you. I would like to take a pause for a second because I want to skip down to, well, I want to do a few songs without the accompaniment, and then for the
Okay.
last song, we're
Actually,
going to bring back the accompaniment.
We're going to
Yeah.
come back over here for a second.
Thank you.
We just wanted to thank you for coming on the show. We're
Thank
going to
you.
start or wrap up the show. We're going to want
Sure,
you to
thank
play
you.
us out. I know you wanted to play your first song over again.
Yes, it's an
We've
important song.
we've only got a few more seconds. Do you want to go back to that one then?
Sure, of course.
We can go back to that and then, you know,
As a matter of fact, Jen, if you could just go to the last song on the CD.
okay.
Just do that again, and that'll be it.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'm sorry we didn't get all the songs in, but we did get a lot of important talk and a lot of information from
Thank you.
you,
No, I appreciate
and
that.
we're
Thank you.
really grateful for it. Phil, you want to step into the picture
So
here?
we just want to say good night and watch next week. It's our last show of season 23.
Last show of season 23, so it's going to be important. And yeah, we'll go ahead and give you a few seconds to get yourself together there.
Okay, thank you.
And we really appreciate you. And we're looking, yeah.
Okay.
And we're looking forward to seeing you back here and giving us some songs to do. Thank you very
I
much.
look forward to it. I thank
All
you for the
right.
opportunity.
Good night,
We're going to
everybody.
let you play out.
Okay,
Good night,
so
everyone.
Now we're going to do Variety one more time because I think that's the most important song.
I wouldn't wanna watch the same old show all day long on TV. I wouldn't wanna eat the same old meal every night. It's not for me. If everybody looks the same, how do we decide to play a game? Variety makes the world go round. Variety is a different sound. Variety means you and me don't have to look the same, we'll be friends. If every neighborhood all looked the same, I couldn't find my way home again. If every single color ceased to be, we couldn't use our eyes to see. There wouldn't be a day or night, no rainbow crayon or traffic light. Here comes the sign language. Variety makes the world go round. Variety gives us different sounds. Variety means that you and me don't have to look the same, we'll be friends. Yeah, variety